Well, welcome back. What we're going to be doing is tying GD's ISO swimming nymph. Just a simple little ISO nymph that I've kind of developed with thoughts from other fly patterns. It's simple, easy, looks good, dead drift, and then also it's a great pattern for swimming. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a standard nymph hook, a 37-6-1 TMCO or TCO, size 10 or 12. And for the tail, what we're going to do is add some black plume marabou to give it a swimming motion. A shorter shank for the body, but the marabou for the tail is going to give it that swimming motion that the Isonachia is so well known for. We're going to use a 7/64 tungsten black bead along with a few wraps of 20 thousandths lead wire to give it some weight in the front end to act more as a jiggy motion when you do decide to strip this fly. What we're going to do is tie in a monofilament rib, 4X, so we can rib our overwing, which is going to consist that white strip that some of the broods of Isonachia are known for over top its body. So just a white piece of yarn. In this case, it's just white or cream uni yarn. For the body, what we're going to be doing is just using black SLF squirrel dubbing. This SLF squirrel dubbing has a nice mix of fur and guard hairs along with flash. It's just the right bit of everything. All I'm going to do now is just after I dub my body by proceeding to wrap forward, I'm going to take my overwing and then just go over top. Hold it down, secure it. Now what I'm going to do is take my monofilament loop and come straight down over top my rib here, straight down on top, cinching that white strip on top of the hook shank. All I'm going to do now is just tie off both the white strip and the monofilament tippet. Now we have a nice little strip on top. Next step is we're going to use black thin skin for the wing case. We're just going to cut off a little strip here. It doesn't have to be thin skin, it can be black flashback material, but I like using at least a black wing case because the mayflies are notorious for their darker wing pads as their wings are beginning to pop out of its nymphal shuck. So what we're going to do is just take this black thin skin, tie it straight on top of the hook shank, just about where we stop with the white back is where we're going to end with our black thin skin for our wing case. For the abdomen, we're going right back to the SLF squirrel dubbing. Dub this on, but when I dub this on, it's not going to be as tight as the body was. It's going to actually be a little looser. We want a little bit more motion. We want that to be a little shaggier in the thorax area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right in front of the bead, wrap back loosely, and then proceed to wrap forward. That's just going to give us that buggier look. The next step, second to last, is we're just going to take some dark dun CDC, the TCO brand. The long plumes is my favorite, especially for hackling these flies. And I'm finding that I'm using more and more CDC for leg material on my nymphs, as I believe it just gives the fly just that other dimension that even hen and other soft fibers don't provide. Tie in our CDC, and what we're going to do is just make one complete turn with the CDC around the hook shank. It's going to provide us our legs. Wrap around CDC, clip off the stem, and you should be able to get 2 or 3 more flies out of this one feather. Take your fibers, stroke them back. Kind of divide it up equally because you're going to split all the legs in half with this thin skin and fold the thin skin over for the wing case. And then just proceed to flip finish, thin skin and the head off. Again, one of these little simple patterns that takes no more than 3 or 4 minutes tops. Once for good measure, twice for even better measure. Flip finish. And what I'm going to do here is just kind of trim these legs off just a little bit with a pair of scissors, just so we have legs that are long but not too long. Trim the underneath. Less is more. And right there, as you can see, is one great looking Isonychia pattern. Dead drift in it looks great, and then also on the swing, just has lots of motion, and the fish as well. Good luck, and thanks for watching, and look forward more flies to come from the TCO Fly Shop. Thank you.